Good morning. I am Julia Logan. I am a member of the vestry and also the junior warden for facilities. If the only thing you knew about me was the outcome of my first theological discussion, you might have a hard time believing that I grew up in a family in which a great deal of importance was placed on giving back and sharing what we had. I was 4, about to be 5, and it was late November, Thanksgiving week to be exact. To my mind, sounded like a great deal. A day off from kindergarten, to me, meant an extra day to play with friends. So I asked my mother if she could arrange a play date with a particular friend. She responded by trying to explain to me the concept behind Thanksgiving, a day to go to church, gather with family, and give thanks to God for all the many good things that God gives us. In the many, many, many retellings of this story over the decades, my mother said that I did not miss a beat before saying to her, "God gives me a headache." Fortunately, I did learn by my parents' examples over the years. I still see my father at his desk on Saturday mornings writing checks. One always went into my parents' pledge envelope, which was then propped up on his dresser to take to church the next day. I still see the United Thank Offering blue and white cardboard box that sat on my mother's dresser, in which she deposited her change every day. I still remember how exciting it was to go up to the front of the church to turn in my mite box on Palm Sunday, full of the change that I had collected during Lent, which was to be given to the poor. I still remember every Sunday at the offertory singing, "Everything comes from thee, O Lord, of thine own have we given thee." I still remember the days that someone knocked on our back door in the middle of the day asking for a drink of water. It was always freely given, many times along with a plate of whatever we were having for dinner that day. We ate our main meal then because we lived in the South. And sometimes a sandwich to go was also given to them. I still remember the causes to which my mother devoted her time, her talent, and her treasure, church, civic, and charitable causes, because giving generously and giving of what we had was just part of life. I see that same spirit at work daily here at St. Mark's. Flash forward to this day in 2025. I commit time and energy to St. Mark's because St. Mark's feeds me. And I believe in the work that we do here. I confess that the last few years have been and continue to be challenging for me, as I know they have been for others. I am anxious about the state of the nation and our world. My expenses continue to go up, but my income does not. But pledging to St. Mark's is one of my top priorities. I want our work to continue, and that requires an actual commitment from me and from you, so that we can budget for the work we do in the world and pay the bills to keep our doors open. At the risk of being a little crass, here is my simple formula for my pledge each year. How many cappuccinos, a particular treat of mine, is St. Mark's worth to me a month? For you, it might be a different treat. But I ask you, if you don't pledge, consider making that commitment And if you do pledge, I ask you to consider increasing your commitment by even a little. The Cathedral and this community are worth it. Whether your early life contains memories like mine around generosity or not, we all benefit from opportunities to grow and strengthen our giving muscles. Please join me in exercising and strengthening that muscle. Thank you.